Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is AleksVargo. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, please just read the description in this video or reach out to me on any social media. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please hit the subscribe button and tap the bell so you'll be the first one to know everything going on in the Twin Flame Collective and what I have to say about it. So let's get into this. We are going to do today the Divine Masculine's feelings towards the Divine Feminine, the Divine Feminine's feelings towards the Divine Masculine, and then the Divine Masculine's feelings towards the Karmic. And then we'll do some Oracle message cards after that, okay? So, and I shuffle live for y'all now, and I'll lay the spreads out on Instagram so that you can look at what they look like, or look at how they were, and see if you can get anything from them personally when you look at them. So let's start with the Divine Masculine towards the Divine Feminine. And I'm sorry I didn't get on yesterday. I just keep running out of time every day. Please bear, please share with me the Divine Masculines overall and the significant feelings towards the Divine Feminine. Y'all don't forget this is a collective reading. So just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. There's a lot of people on the collective, so if there's a part of it that doesn't make sense to you, just drop that part. But if there's a part that does, and that's the thing is, like, if you want to really know what's going on in your particular instance, have a personal one done. Please share with me Divine Masculine overall, most of the feelings towards the Divine Feminine. Okay, got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so his first card out is the Seven of Swords. It's his energy. Her energy is coming out 9 of Coins. Their difficulties are the 7 of Pentacles. Their similarities are the Page of Wands. Emotions is the Knight of Cups, good sign. In the physical, we have the 3 of Coins. Mentally, we have the 2 of Pentacles. And then the outcome, we have the 10 of Wands. Okay. So let's grab the Divine Feminine. Please share with me the Divine Masculines overall, or the Divine Feminines overall, and most significant feelings for the Divine Masculine. Please share with me the Divine Feminines overall. there so you guys can see that I'm cutting. So cut 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Her first out is the Knight of Pentacles, so she's in the exact same energy. She gave me the Knight of Pentacles in his spread, and she's coming out the Knight of Pentacles again in hers. He's coming in the Page of Wands. The difficulties are the 8 of Wands. Their similarities are the Moon. In her emotions, she has 6 of Wands. In her physical 3D world, she has the Sun. Mentally, 3 of Swords. And overall, 4 of Pentacles. Oh, her bottom of the deck is 7 of Cups. I forgot to show you that. And his bottom of the deck is 6 of Wands, so that's where she is in her emotions. So, and this is where he is at his bottom of the deck. Okay. Oh, and if you're just tuning in, I'll explain this for the next couple of days. So what you're hearing me drop and pick up and put down are selenite sticks, and I have one of these on each one of my decks. And then on top, I also have either a piece of obsidian or tourmaline, because I'm super into production. Okay. I have immaturity problems. Peter Pan syndrome. It's a real thing. Okay. Okay, so now we'll do the Divine Masculines overall and those significant feelings towards the Karmic. So, Kim. Masculines overall and most significant feelings towards the Karmic. Masculines overall. Please share with me my masculines overall. Please share with me. I'm asking Karmic. It's a little weird shuffling in front of y'all and showing you bits of my process. It's something. It's some kind of feeling. Okay, so this is his overall most significant feelings towards the Karmic. So he's coming out Ace of Swords towards the Karmic. She's coming out 7 of Swords. Wait till you get to find out what that is. Difficulties is the Knight of Cups. Similarities, 7 of Wands. Emotions, 2 of Cups. When I explain to you what these mean, this is going to blow your mind. In the physical 3D, 10 of Swords. In his mental, we have the 4 of Pentacles. And his overall is the 9 of Swords. Okay. So before I get into the reading, I have 3 spreads. One's the Divine Masculine spread towards the Divine Feminine. The other spread's the Divine Feminine towards the Divine Masculine. And the last spread is the Divine Masculine towards the Karmic. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But they each have their own space. So if, you know, if the Divine Masculine spaces are resonating with you, if the Divine Feminine's space is resonating with you, then, but if the Karmics is resonating, then unfortunately, this go round, you could be the Karmic, okay? So, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Okay, so, the Divine Masculine is coming in as the Seven of Swords. This is my cheater. Oh, let me look in the camera. This is my cheater, pumpkin eater card, okay? So if I know, this is how I know, and my guides are very good with helping me point this out, and they point it out so quick, so fast. You know, so he's coming in as, you know, and it can also mean self-sabotaging behavior, okay, or lying to yourself. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? But for me, typically, and if you're on my collective and I'm reading for you, I would say this is cheating, okay? So he's planning to come towards the Divine Feminine in a sneaky way. He's planning, and that's in his wants or overall energy. So he wants to cheat, okay? And I'm just saying, that's the same card the Karmic came in his spread, okay? So she's either lying to herself, self-sabotaging, or she's planning to cheat, okay? Not judging, but how they think they're soulmates, maybe, I don't know. But we'll get through the reading, okay? So the Divine Feminine is coming in as the Knight of Pentacles. So obviously it's in her wants or her overall energy. So she either wants a loyal, stable, and committed offer, or, you know, she's ready to give one, which she's a Divine Feminine. She's not going to give one because it's not for us to lead. Divine Feminines don't lead in the 3D. We lead in the 5D. So we assist in your awakening, that moment, you know, and take you down the spiritual path, and we kind of lead you in that way. However, it's up to the Divine Masculine to man up and do the man things in the 3D world and be the leader and things like that. So she probably wants a loyal, stable, and committed offer. And I would say the Knight of the Knight of Pentacles is about as low as she's gonna accept on that totem pole. She's not gonna be taking any pages. She's not gonna be taking any Knight of Wands, you know, stuff like that. So, okay. So their difficulties are the Seven of Pentacles, okay? So typically this card is about, you know, taking pause, looking at what you have overall, seeing what you've grown, seeing the first little bit of growth in what you've done, right? And just kind of assessing it. So we're having problems getting this going over here, right? Since it's in the difficulties. Their similarities are the Page of Wands. So Page of Wands is fun, flirty, you know, you're in crush mode, you kind of bantering back and forth, flirty, okay? But it's fragile, right? So if anything, you know, too hard or negative or harsh or heavy happens, he's gonna, because he's a child, right? He's just a little kid, right? He's just a child, and it's new, so it means new. It's new in the beginning stages. Emotionally, we have the Knight of Cups, okay? And so he is so romantic. He'll come in and sweep you off your feet. You know, he has good intentions. He's gonna do all the things, take you out on dates, things like that. So he's in his emotions, and that's, hey, you want him, definitely him and his emotions, or the King of Cups. So we've got, like, or, you know, the Emperor, of course, or the King of Pentacles, things like that. So if you're wanting a partner, It looks like you're both in this flirty energy, and his intentions are good. Like he has loving intentions. He has a desire to do the right things, even though he has to sneak around to do it. Let's not forget. So he's in love. Okay, he's in love. Even though he's doing this, he's in love. So in the physical 3D world, you know, like I said, it's new, right? You're both in this fun, flirty energy. And so this is about building the Three of Pentacles. And then when it's in a relationship spread, it's normally about getting to know each other, right? So in the physical 3D world, it's about, you know, y'all are just getting to know each other. You're flirting, you know, emotionally he likes you. He'd like to do nice things for you, to you probably. But mentally, he knows he's got to juggle, right? So in the streets or in the tarot community, this is another, it can be another cheating card, right? Like juggling partners. So with it being with that card, I'm gonna go with that. So he's got a, it's the cheater, pumpkin eater, the juggler card. So, you know, he's got to cunningly think about how to manage both women, probably, and everything else in his life. So and this is also about balancing things out, and you know, juggling life basically. But we are talking about a romance reading. Okay, so his overall is the Ten of Wands right now. Okay, so he's pretty burdened. He's got a lot on his plate. Obviously, we can see it would be a lot to add the divine feminine to what he's going on, what he has going on, but he wants to. He really wants to. He's thinking about, because in his mental space is the Two of Coins, and he's coming in wanting with the Seven of Swords. So he's wanting to be with her. He's wanting to figure out like how to be with her. Okay. So she's coming in, same thing as she was in his reading. I love when Spirit does this. So she is really, really about like, if you're gonna come at me, loyal, stable, and committed. Loyal, stable, and committed. I'm not taking anything else than loyal, stable, and committed right now. That's all we're accepting. So she's being really serious. I mean, it's double clarification, right? So anything less than loyal, stable, and committed, she's not interested. So in hers, he's coming in as the Page of Wands again. And this is in their similarities. So it's like, you're fun. I like being around you. You're funny. You're flirty. We have fun. It's, you know, so it's happy, happy, happy. So it's double confirmation, right? It's the same card. Their difficulties are the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is normally about communication. So we're having some communication problems. If it's in your difficulties, you might not be communicating. These also could be known as Cupid's arrows. You see them. And then, you know, usually things moving quickly. So we could have some problems with things moving slow. And we could have some communication issues at this time. And we might not be doing it effectively. Okay. Their similarities are the moon. So the moon is about fear and illusions and using, you know, your intuition to kind of get through that. So it could be that they're both a little frightened and, you know, they just have to like step by step figure it out, and it's not going to be so bad as it seems. Okay. Emotionally, she's in, you know, Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is victory, right? And definitely whenever I see this card in this deck, it's like my trophy partner, my trophy husband, my trophy boyfriend, you know? So that's emotionally how she feels. Like, he's my man, you know? Like, that's my man. Oh, and that card's all about public declarations, right? So emotionally, she's like filled to the brim, like where she's just like, you know, that's my man. That's where she is. Looks like they're kind of similar. So in the physical 3D world, we have the sun, and the sun is like pure joy, that elation, like, oh, you know. So dun, 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 dun. She's happy. She's a happy girl. Mentally, she's kind of got her mind on, you know, betrayal though, and you know, if he is coming in this energy where he basically has to be sneaky to be with her, it's weighing on her. I'm gonna say it's weighing on her, to be that way, to be in that kind of a thing. She's thinking heavily about the pain and heartache of maybe things he's done to her, and then now we're gonna do it to somebody else, you know, just all the things. So she's reflecting on heartache and thinking it out, and because of that, she's holding her emotions back at this time. So 4 of Pentacles, right? She's holding back her emotions. So, you know, she may look happy, and she may want to do these public declarations and be in this happy and flirty energy, but mentally she's here. So it's me, I gotta, you know, we're gonna, if, you know, she's heavily reflecting on this, so it's causing her to hold her emotions back a little bit and pause and reflect on the things that could happen. So she's holding back right now. So in the Divine Masculine, towards the Karmic, we have the Ace of Swords. So in a relationship reading, this can be about blowing in hot and cold, like hot and cold. So extreme hate or extreme love, extreme can be extremes. And then it can also mean like that a truth came out, like he got some clarity on something, right? And she's coming in with the same 7 of Swords, right? Like she's either not being honest with herself, or she's planning her own, she's got her own agenda. She's got her own ideas, you know? And he's here thinking this was a soul connection. Could be, you know, there are karmic soul ties. There are karmic soulmates, you know, where, you know, the whole twin flame journey is basically you're the same soul. You were on the other side. You made an agreement to come down to earth, to lead some sort of hardship life, right? To overcome it, then to heal from it. And then if, you know, if you're both in agreement and on the same page and want to, after you've completely made yourself a happy, whole, and completely healed person, then union can be the reward. It's not about union, but in the contract, you do write in karmics. You know, you do write in people to keep you apart so that you can learn your lessons and things like that. So, you know, it could be emotionally, he did feel like this was a soul connection, right? And maybe he's getting some clarity on it's a karmic connection. And FYI, this is in the karmic spread. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Their difficulties are the Knight of Cups. So this is that same guy over here. So in his spread, when it's in his emotions, it means, you know, I want to sweep you off your feet. I want to do all the things. I want to be a, you know, good intentions, and, you know, take you out, do the things you want to do, go on dates, you know. And the difficulties, oh, not so much. It's usually about moodiness and tantrums and, you know, emotional outbursts, manipulation, and things like that. So that's what they're having some difficulties with right now. Which would explain why he's blowing in hot and cold. Their similarities are the 7 of Wands. So the 7 of Wands is about being defensive, right? So they're both, I have children. Sorry about the noise. I did not tell them I was about to record. So They are fighting about doing laundry right now. So it's about being defensive, and you know, usually feeling like you have the upper hand, and leverage in the situation. So there's some fighting going on here. You know, so in his emotions, he did feel like this was the soul connection, that this was a partnership, you know, that it was like true love, or is. But in their physical 3D world, we have the Ten of Swords. So this is all about devastation. This is disaster. It can be about martyrdom, you know, because at Three of Swords, here we have, this card, it's a little bit more challenging to see. But this is Three Swords is heartache and heartbreak and deception, right? And so we have 7 more swords sunk in here. So it's just like overkill, right? This is uber pain. So in the physical 3D, he's in some disastrous uber duper pain here. Mentally, he has the Four of Pentacles. So, you know, his thoughts towards the Karmic is like, I give you nothing, because this card can be about greed, right? And so and holding back or holding on. So it could be, you know, even though this relationship's a disaster, he's holding on to it. He's mentally, you know, just holding on, and he could be holding on to whatever, you know, these fights are about. You know, and he might know some of these things about her already. He might already know she's like deceptive or has cheated in the past, and you already might know that she's about to do it again. You might intuitively know, right? So he's just holding on to maybe some of the things that she's done in the fights or said in the fights, or he is holding on to his emotions. You know, just it'll be different for each of you because it's a collective reading. His overall is anxiety, right? And so he's not sleeping. Like overall, he can't sleep. So he's got this like big old mess, disaster of a relationship over here that he thought was his soulmate, you know, or he felt like it was his soulmate. It felt like soulmate. But he has all these emotions for you, Divine Feminine, and he wants to come in, and it's blowing hot and cold. And I have a funny feeling there may have been some uber clarity on how special the Karmic actually is, right? So so you know, he's coming towards you. He's making a plan to come towards you. Obviously, you know, he has a Karmic, right? Because you're concerned you're concerned about heartache. You're just thinking like, oh my God, either he's gonna hurt me or hurt her, or hurt the situation, right? And so Divine Masculine, she just wants a loyal, stable, and committed. She just wants a good man. Like there's a double confirmation. Like she's coming in saying that twice in both readings. Same exact card. You guys are fun and flirty, and you know, it looks like the makings of something really, really great. So let's look at the messages. 29:29 on the clock, if you want to Google that and see if it resonates for you. Okay, so this is going to be the messages from the Divine Masculine towards the Karmic, okay? So we're just kind of cut them. Holy Spirit, please share with me Divine Masculine's overall and most significant feelings towards Karmic. What is the masculine want to say to the Karmic? Spirit, please share. just to the bottom of the deck for that. Tower. Sorry, am I laughing? We do not laugh at the karmics, y'all. That is no. Okay, they're there to teach him a lesson. They're going to teach him how to behave towards you, right? So, you know, if there's cheating and abuse and whatever goes on over here and lies and fights, then he is learning how to come in and be well-intended towards you, okay? So if he doesn't go through all this, he doesn't know how to be good to you. He's what he learns on, okay? So we're not supposed to make fun of the karmics. We're supposed to thank them. All right. First one off. Let's see what it says. Rage. All the anger I hold back is burning me up from the inside. So he's pissed. There's fights going on here. So this confirmation of what I said is the fights, the disaster. She's about to cheat too, so there's a whole goose and gander thing going on there, right? So next is isolation. Nobody cares. So he might be alone right now. They might be in separation. It's a big old disaster. I mean, he's definitely holding back his emotions in that relationship. It's a disaster. He's blowing hot and cold. She's about to cheat. They're having issues of being moody. You know, and he's completely worried about this situation. Like he's worried. Like he's constantly worried about this chick cheating on him, I bet. Okay. What does it say? I can't get my mind off of you, distracted. So yeah, listen, sometimes this is good and sometimes this is bad when someone's distracting you. They can be distracting you by the evil crap they do, right? You know, you can be in fear and anxiety constantly and it be just like you can't even work because you're afraid of what they're going to do behind your back, right? I feel your pain more than you know. Empathy, empathetic. So mommy's busy right now, so there's some empathy going on there. You know, he definitely did feel like they were a soul connection. So okay, next card out. You inspire my mind and fill me with light. Creative. Okay, so it wasn't all bad there. Maybe we're just checking some bad energy today. Who knows? There definitely looks like they're having a tower moment today. That's what committed until death do us part isn't enough. So yeah, they are in this toxic love game. Oh my God. So he really, it's what I thought. It's a karmic section, okay? Karmic section, people. If you're coming to me for help, I'm telling you, this is the karmic section, okay? So they're committed. Like he felt like this chick was his soulmate, and you know, he don't want to get married, but he's gonna do it. He wants to come towards his divine feminine to see if he's gonna marry her. He's trying to decide if he's going to marry her or not. So he wants to test the wares. He wants, yep, that's what he wants to do. And so there's fights. But divine masculine, let's be fair, she's a piece of work too. And that's this piece of work too. And it's going to be your lesson. It's going to be your lesson. So divine feminine, you have a right to be concerned about this, right? There's a big old mess over here. It's a big old mess. A big old mess over here. But he's coming to you. And he's coming to you to see if he wants to get married or not. If it works out, he's not going to get married. If it doesn't work out, he's going to live a life of chaos and destruction. It looks like it was a tower. The tower is the boss. It's the karmic section. And this is your life, along with all the fight cards, the cheating card, disaster card, anxiety card. Okay. All right. Your spirit, please share with me divine feminine's overall most significant messages to divine masculine. Please share with me messages to divine feminine. Please feminine's overall and most significant feelings from the masculine. Please spirit, please share. Feminine's overall. Let me just toss that up a little bit. Feminine's overall. Alright, we can cut it up. Whew. I feel like I'm going in circles. Okay, are y'all familiar with Post Malone's Circles song? That is a perfect twin flame song. Okay, go Google that. Like even read the words. Like if you have I have an iPhone, so if you have an iPhone, you can click on the lyrics and it'll come up for you. But Circles is a twin flame song. Show. Okay. I wasn't exactly ready yet, so I ran. So, you know, it's the whole runner chaser thing with the twin flame union. Somebody's always running, somebody's always chasing. And it could be like sometimes when divine masculines are not so good at communicating, they can kind of say weird things. And maybe we receive it different than they're intended. So they could be leading with some sexual innuendo, but if they haven't spoken to you for a while and they're in with a karmic, you're gonna get the #1 sign, you know. Like it's just bound to happen. It's gonna go sideways, you know. Okay, next card. You scared the shit out of me. Okay, so she is worried. I mean, she knows he's with the karmic. She knows he's with the karmic. She knows he wants to come in. She knows it could be that she is pretty aware that at a minimum that he's trying to make decisions, and that's why he wants to test the wares out of it. Whether she really knows it's because he's trying to not get married. Hello. Whole other thing. Okay. Stop questioning our connection. Stop. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. That's the karmic section over there. This is the divine feminine section. Okay, let's see. And now I'm the bad guy. So, you know, like I said, she's got this is in her head, right? She's worried about being a bad person. She's a divine feminine, so she's gonna be worried about soul ties, karmic ties, negative energy, you know, all the things that attach when you do something not divine. Okay, and that's another thing. Like when you're sitting there trying to weigh out if someone's your twin flame or not, only you can know that. Or if it's a divine connection, you gotta think about what's going on in your connection. What's going on in your connection? If there's sexual irresponsibility going on in your connection, you pay for it. You know, you pay for it one way or the other. It comes back on you, whether it's in paranoia of somebody feeling like you're going to cheat all the time, or, you know, that would be a big one for me that's coming to me. Like, you just, like, if you do that, then you're always going to be afraid. And sometimes nowadays, the way people come together, is not so good. It's probably always been like that in life, but I feel like nowadays there's a lot more of the wife swapping stuff going on. There's a lot more of, you know, living underground in the life. There's a lot more of that going on. And if you build a relationship starting that way, you can't make a wife out of a hoe. Like, you can't. I swear to God, I gave birth to Kid Leroy sometimes, but you can't do that. Like, you can't build off of something like that. You can't go backwards. So if you start out that way, you can't, like, turn it into a marriage, right? Nobody can mentally go backwards like that. You know, not usually. I feel like I'm drowning and you are my anchor. Okay, so, like, she really sees him as a trophy partner, right? She sees him as, like, the best. You're the best. You're the best. You're the best, right? So, you know, she's just worried about being bad and being the bad guy. She doesn't want you to question the connection anymore, Divine Masculine. You know, it scares the crap out of me. Like, the card, it scares the crap out of her that, you know, the cheating behavior probably, and then, you know, if you've got a bit of a temper that might not be so good, that's over here, which would cause her to run, right? Because she doesn't understand, like, what's going on, because your difficulties here are communication, right? So she don't know, and you both have the moon in your similarities, so it's fear, right? She really is frightened. Like, she really is kind of like, what's gonna happen to me, you know? Like, so she holds back, but she, you know, she thinks a lot of you. She's somebody that thinks. Okay, she's somebody that thinks. And this is a pretty good twin flame song here. So if you want to go look up circles, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. That song might resonate for you. All right, so let's do. Oh, and I forgot. So these are the Sacred Union messages. That's what I used today. And then this one for the Divine Masculine. I love this so much. One, because it's like the throne. He's the king, right? Like, and then it's his situations. That's what it's called. Okay. I'll cut it up a little bit before I can hear my dog. She hurt her foot jumping off the bed. She limps. Spirit, share with me my masculines and messages so feminine. Divine masculines overall and my significance. Nice with divine feminine. Research. Girl of the cards. Masculines overall. That's significant. Okay, we can cut it. I did see 46 on the clock, if that matters to anybody. Okay, here we go. His situations. First one. Please come back. I made a mistake. It's not my job to come back. Okay. Hold on. We'll keep going. Did you give up on us? That's like the same thing twice, right? Okay. All right. Here we go. Next one. Don't believe what you see or hear because I'm not okay. Oh, I see that though. I see that. When I said I didn't love you, that was a lie. Oh, quit lying. Okay, next one. I smile when I remember how you wanted nothing to do with me when we first met. Okay, some of y'all had your nose turned up. Looks like some of y'all had your nose turned up. I promise I won't ever break your heart again. All right, so he wants you to make the move to come back even though he did this, okay? And he wants to know if you gave up on him, and just don't believe what you see or you on social media or what people tell you, because he's not okay despite what they're saying, how it looks. He's saying when I said I didn't love you, he was full of crap. You know, he laughs at all the time. Like, this could be like when you first met, or it could be just like the times you treated him like bad. And he just laughs at it, you know. And then he's saying, like, if he gets to come in this time, he's not going to break your heart again, okay? And just listen, I'm going to warn you. That's a big old mess, and I implore y'all to come on Instagram and look at how the spreads look, you know, but, you know, they're planning to get married, and he's coming to test you out, Divine Feminine. So, you know, do keep this in mind. Keep your wits about you. This could hurt. This could hurt. This could hurt. This could hurt. Okay? So, that's what I have for you guys today. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day.